Hello children, welcome back to Corey's story time. Today we will be reading the Marvel Storybook Collection Advent Calendar with 24 days of awesome stories. Today is day 2, and we have got Avengers Journey to Justice. As war broke out across the world in the 1940s, ruthless forces like Hydra, directed by the villainous Red Skull, Arnim Zola and Baron Zemo, tore through Europe. The world was in need of a hero, someone to stand up and fight for all the people. And no one would ever have guessed who that hero would be. In the borough of Brooklyn, in the great city of New York, a young boy named Steve Rogers sat, dismayed by the newsreel he would see each week in his local theatre. War was engulfing the world, and it seemed like no one could stop it. Steve watched as evil swarmed. Though he was small and suffered from asthma, he wanted desperately to help fight for what was right. But the army only saw Steve's size and wouldn't let him join. See, kids, size does matter. Steve never gave up, and on his 17th attempt to enlist in the army, he was finally let in. He was surprised to hear that he'd be part of a secret operation called Project Rebirth. The scientists, led by Dr. Erskine, wanted to create a super soldier. Though all the candidates were put through intense physical training as well as other tests, only one of them would receive the treatment to become a super soldier for the experiment. Oh shit, no. Dr. Erskine finally chose Steve Rogers for the experiment. It was more important to Erskine to find someone who cared about right and wrong and the American spirit than to find someone with muscles. That sloth from the Goonies. Steve drank Erskine's secret formula, was encased in a metal box, and then bombarded with Vita rays. Anyone else would have been scared, but all Steve could think about was finally getting a chance to help those in need. Within seconds, the transformation was complete. Where once stood a 45-kilo man, now stood the world's first and only super soldier. Steve wasted no time getting straight to work, fighting for freedom across the globe. Nicknamed Captain America by both the army and press, Steve helped to turn the tide of the war. But even Captain America couldn't save the world alone. Along with the brave fighting soldiers of the world's finest armies, Captain America met other heroes, including his sidekick Bucky Barnes, who is now an adult and not a 14-year-old boy. The two became best friends during the war, and their friendship would last far longer than either of them could have ever imagined. Could ever have imagined, sorry. Near the end of the war, Captain America and Bucky tracked Baron Zemo to his family castle. Steve wanted to stop the villain, but Zemo would not be stopped so easily. Just as they grabbed the Fiend, Zemo launched a powerful rocket towards New York City. Steve's home was in danger. It's raining. That's not part of the story. Where are we up to? Oh shit. It's so dark, I can't see. New York, yeah, New York's in danger. Oh. Thinking fast, Steve jumped onto the rocket, taking him far into the sky and far out to sea. He broke the rocket's wings just in time, causing it to fall harmlessly into the freezing ocean below. But the victory came at a price. Steve had fallen into the cold waters as well. He would remain in the icy depths until he was found many years later by a group of heroes like him, a group inspired by him, none other than the Avengers. Is this the end? Looks like the end. Yeah, it's the end. Okay. Well, Captain America would have countless adventures as part of the Avengers. One thing never changed. Behind Captain America's shield, Steve Rogers would always remain just a kid from Brooklyn who always wanted to do the right thing. Very cool history book that we've read today. We've learnt about the war. We've learnt about how the Nazis were defeated by a man with superpowers. And that actually happened, so educational. Thank you for joining us today to read for our storytelling of Journey to Justice, a true war story. I'll see you tomorrow for the next Marvel Storybook Collection Advent Calendar. 24 days of awesome stories. We didn't do day one, and I'm never going to do day one.